Hello yogis, welcome to today's session. And today, what we're going to look at today is unblocking those energetic pathways, relieving stress and anxiety from the body. And yoga is a practice that helps us not drag in all the thoughts, the feelings, the worries, the stories and the narratives from yesterday into today, so that we can start this day again fresh. Scientific studies have shown, thank God for scientific studies have shown that yoga works at a deeply cellular level, that it has a much more positive effect on your body than just toning up the muscles and feeling a little bit more flexible. This is something that works deeper than that. Of course, us yogis have known that for thousands of years, but it's nice in 2025 to have science support the practice of yoga, shall we say that? And we are going to start today, friends, on our mats. And all you need to practice yoga at home is a mat. That's all you need. A mat and a space to just move around on that mat. When we're practicing yoga, we're very contained on the mat. And you'll notice that we're going to start with a little check-in. I want you to just sit on your mat right now and have a check-in with yourself before we start to where you are now. Not just feelings and thoughts and emotions, but see if you can go at a deeper level, at a sense, where am I now? A deeper sense of being, rather than just thoughts and feelings and emotions that come and go, la-di-da. Where are you right this very moment? And we're going to come back to that when we're finished this short session. So beginning, let's come straight to tabletop. Tabletop, the clue is always in the name. Hands and knees are supporting the back. So supporting the back but not collapsing down into it. Nice and supported. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees off just 5 centimeters, looking directly down, and then put the knees down. And that just helps you to give you a little bit of activation here and focus on the core. And then we're going to extend the right leg back. I'm terrible with my left and rights. And then lift the right leg off, point the foot, flex. Really focus on keeping this leg straight and in moving the foot at the ankle only. And then we're going to circle that foot at the ankle only, keeping the leg as straight as we can. And you can feel already some activation around the glute muscles and on the leg. And then let's rotate it in the opposite way. And then you're going to bend that knee, sole of the foot faces the ceiling, and lift the knee up, so that you stretch the front of that right thigh. Lift it up and then circle it around. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to go the opposite way. So you can make that movement as big as you can. And then you're going to extend that leg back. Put the foot down on the floor. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Roll around on the right, roll around on the left knee and extend and look up at the top right hand. Maybe you can even lift that right leg off the mat. Breathing there. 1, 2. Pushing through that foot. 3, 4. And on 5, circle the right hand down. We're back in tabletop. Just give that a little shake off. And we'll do cat and cow. Inhaling, open. See if you can relax the lower back And then when you exhale, you're rolling the tail under and rolling up each vertebrae, chin in tight. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, rolling round. Inhaling, open. Exhale. Inhale. And then we're back in tabletop. Extending the left leg back. So as you extend the left leg back, you lift the foot off the mat and we're going to point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Then circle the foot at the ankle. Circle it the other direction. Flex the foot, lift the knee up, bend the knee, lift the knee up, stretch the front of the left thigh. And I'm going to turn around so you can see. We're going to circle. So you're lifting it up and then we're going to circle it. 3, 5, and then go the opposite way. Try not to collapse and lean in, but rather keep that movement, isolating it to the hip. And then we're going to extend the left leg back, bring the right hand to the center of the mat and open up to side plank on the opposite side, lifting the left leg up. You can look at the left foot, you can look up at the hand, and then bring the foot down. We're going to shake it off. Spread the mat out, shake it off. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to come up to a nice and easy downward facing dog. Walking the feet forward. See if you can walk the feet towards the hands, bringing the toes behind the wrist, and then give that a nice shake off. Shaking the wrists, shake the arms, shake the head. And breathe around the back there, around, so that you're relaxing the spine. And by shaking the head, you're relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Expand across the ribs here. This in itself feels great, doesn't it? And then we're going to slowly roll up. Coming to roll up, we're rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and then sliding the arms down the back. So you're standing, feet nice and just slightly wide of hip distance. Extend the arms out. And then we're going to bring the hands forward, flicking the fingers. And then open wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms overhead, flick the fingers. Exhale, bring them all the way down. Inhale up. I'm just warning you that quite soon, this is going to get quite tricky. Do you see what I'm saying? It's great this for phone fingers, keyboard fingers, stress and anxiety around the neck, down the arms. And then the next time it comes down, we're going to release them down and give them another shake off. We're going to come to the top of the mat. Again, if you're standing at the top of the mat in Tadasana, nice tall stance, arms are extending down. Sweep the arms around overhead on an inhale and on an exhale, folding down. Inhaling, extending, lengthening the spine. Exhale, folding deep, stepping the right foot back into a lovely lunge. Push back through that right heel and activate that leg. So when you lift the hands off, you're nice and low. Bring the hands onto the hips and then sweep the arms up. Bring it through heart center. Open up to a lovely expanded warrior 2. And then we're going to bring that left forearm to left thigh and circle the right arm forward. All the way back. Inhale forward. Exhale, open. Oh. That feels good, doesn't it? Circling that arm around, and it might feel a bit like, and then let's go the opposite way. Not too overly leaning on that thigh there. You're just letting that arm rest there. And the next time it comes back, we're keeping it back there. We're rotating the arm, and then we're bringing that bicep next to the ear, extended side angle. A little bit more experience, or a little bit more space, you can bring that left hand to the floor and look up. 3, 4, and on 5, you're going to use the arms and press down in the feet to come up to that warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, rotate the feet so the feet are parallel, but they're also nice and wide. Hands on the hips, roll the shoulders out of the way. Inhale and exhale, lengthen, nice straight back, elbows point back. Face facing the floor. Bring the hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend onto the fingertips. This is where the wide leg comes in, the closer to the floor. Exhale, folding. But see if you can fold with more of a straighter back so you're not collapsing. Nice, long, straight back as you fold in. Breathing there. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, inhale, extend. For some people, you can lift the heels up, strengthening the calves, and put the heels down. So we're going to do that 5 times. Inhale up, strengthen the calves, exhale down. Inhale up, lift the calves high, exhale down. 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to extend the hands out, lift the toes, take hold of the toes, elbows right, and fold again. Give the head a nice shake and let the head and the arms be quite loose there. 3, 4, and on 5, coming back to center, inhale, extend, left hand at the center, right hand twist and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, sweep that hand down, swap the hand, twisting to the left. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, hands down, soften the knees, hands onto hips, inhaling up, exhale, arms out, rotate that left knee, and you're back in a warrior 2 position. Then we're going to cartwheel down, framing that front foot, stepping back to plank, and we're going to lower through a vinyasa, so bending the elbows, float, roll over the toes, upward facing dog, roll back, downward facing dog. Nice juicy stretch in the back of the legs in downward facing dog. And again, that breathing around the side of the body. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, stepping the right foot through the hands, put the right knee down, left knee down, inhale, left and right, it's a nightmare. Nice crescent lunge, exhale, heart center, take an inhale, and then an exhale, we're going to twist and hook that left elbow outside the right knee, twisting there. When you're doing this twist, it's very often that this happens, see, hands go up there. You want to keep them here in the middle of the boobs. 3, 4, and on 5, we're exhale, back to center. Frame that right foot and spring off the left into that extension, folding, inhaling up. If you've got the space, you can circle the arms around. Exhale the hands through the heart center. Inhaling fully, exhaling fully. I'm going to turn around to show you the other side. You can stay there where you are. Let's inhale at the top of the mat. And again, if you've got the space, you can swan dive down. If you don't have the space, you can fold down. Inhaling, extend, exhale, fold, and we're stepping the left foot back to lunge. The key to this lunge is to make it nice and long. And the ankle and foot are level. So when you come up to the high lunge, you're here. Sweeping the arms up, heart center, and opening up to a lovely big wide warrior 2. Forearm to the thigh, and we're circling the left. And what we're doing in this 15 minutes is we're getting the whole of the body moving. We're working on all the meridian lines, stimulating, let's go the opposite way, stimulating the body to do what it's designed to do, to get you through this day and have a super, super, super active and inspired day. Arm back, rotate the palm, bicep next to the ears. Staying here, this is level 1. Level 2, the hand outside the foot, looking up. 3, 4, and on 5, that windmill, that nice strong windmill to a warrior 2 position once again. Rotating around to the lunge, framing that front foot, stepping back to plank, lowering through a chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, inhaling fully, exhale fully. Let's step the left foot forward, right knee down, inhaling into that lunge, heart center, straighten up a little bit, rotate, elbow outside knee and twist. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, untwisting, framing that front foot, tucking the toes under on the right, springing into that extended position. Exhale, fold. Let's give that another little shake off there. Breathing around the ribs, rolling up, circling the arms around if you have the space, bringing it through heart center and back at the top of the mat. Inhaling fully, exhaling fully. And this time on this side, we're going to step out with the left foot. Slightly shorter step than we did the last time. And then we're going to rotate the feet so that the heels are inwards and the toes are outwards, like a 45-degree angle. And you take the hands on the hips and we're going to bend the knees and we're going to sit a little bit deeper into goddess. And it's at this point that you can think, okay, I think I could move my feet a little bit wider to get a little bit lower. Yeah, so you move it around. You take the hands to the inside of the thighs. So look where my hands are. They're not on the knees, yeah, they're not up here, they're on the thighs. And I'm going to press on the inside of the left thigh to twist the left shoulder to the right knee. And then I press on the inside of the right thigh so that the legs are minimal amount of movement in the legs, and I'm twisting the upper body. So opposite shoulder to knee. Inhaling through the center, nice long back, shoulder to knee. Inhale through center, shoulder to knee. And then let's come through the center and sit again. Extend the arms out. We're going to cross the right over left and bring it into eagle bind arms. Maybe extending them forward. Breathing there. 2. That's it, strengthening those legs. 3, 4, and on 5, extend the arms out. Let's wrap it around the other way. Oh, thighs are aching. 3, 4, and on 5, extend the arms out. Let's sweep them together at heart center in goddess pose. Inhale, stand up, extend the arms out. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Oh, feeling great, feeling very, very expansive. It's so simple and clear and works well. Let's come to the top of the mat. We're going to flow down again. Inhaling, open, exhaling, folding. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold. Right back, left back. Going through that vinyasa chaturanga. Upward facing dog. We're into downward facing dog. Breathing there. Jumping or walking into Malasana squat. So Malasana squat, you want your feet really to be wide again, like the goddess, 45-degree angle. And you want the tips of the elbows inside the knees, and you can see with the wrists and elbows level. That's the ideal. Let's breathe there. Again, lifting one heel up and the other heel up, and maybe even both. 4, and on 5 down, extending the arms out, looking at the thumbnails, and then sitting down, straight to Navasana. I'm going to turn around, holding the hands at the back of the thighs, stand 1. Letting go, breathing there, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's lower down, 5, 4, looking at the ceiling, 3, 2, 1, breathing there. Inhale fully, exhale all the way down. Nice big full inhale, nice exhale. Let's bring the right leg in, then the left. Right crosses over left, wrap it around. Bring the knees in. Oh, getting into that lovely juicy bit in there in the hips. Take an inhale, and then the exhale, you're going to squeeze the knees up towards the armpit on the left, and you are going to turn and look to the right, breathing there. Really breathe through and create space. So from the waist up, you're twisting to the right, and from the waist down to the left. 2, 3, 4, and on 5, we're unraveling those legs, bringing them back to the center, straightening them, and then we're crossing left over right. Squeeze the thighs, bring the knees in, and then squeezing the knees together, you're going to bring them to the right side, right onto the edge of the right hip. Knees are high in towards the armpit, and then you're extending the left hand away. Inhaling fully, oh, really optimizing it, creating space. Oh, 3. This is fantastic if you're going to be spending a lot of today sitting, or if this is the evening, you're releasing the tension of the day. 4, and on 5, we're unraveling the legs. We're extending them up towards the ceiling, and we're waiting there. We're going to have 5 breaths there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's make a fist with a hand. Tighten the fist. Tense the shoulders, tense the tummy, the buttocks, the thighs, the back of the thighs, the feet, the face. Tense, 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 tense. Then release. Big inhale, big exhale. Let the body settle here in Shavasana. And I want you to, at this point, see if you can just switch off. And if you find it hard to switch off, you can put your right hand on your abdomen and the left hand on your heart, so that you're using the movement of the breath and the heart in a meditative observation. You can press pause here now and stay here as long as you wish. Maybe even set a timer for 5 minutes, and then join us in the closing sequence. Closing, bringing the knees into the chest, rolling over to one side, and coming gracefully up to sit. Sitting up nice and straight, and let's just check in to how we are being now. Yeah. You know what, Mickey? I'm being pretty good. Yeah. Mind is clear. Body's loose and free. And I'm feeling light and untroubled. This is the way. The practice of yoga helps us to help ourselves, and when we help ourselves, we help others. Thank you for joining me. Join me every week for a new session together. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification buttons, and I'll see you again. Hari Om.